There is no doubt that high-definition TVs produce a superior quality image. However, if that TV is not hooked up quite right, then the image you're getting is not going to be true high definition. And today, I'm going to show you how to set up a high-definition TV to give you the best quality image. Alright, so this is my high-definition TV. It's a 19-inch Samsung, and right now I've just got CBC high-definition from Vancouver up on the screen. Right now we're showing some standard definition commercials, but when the actual program comes on, it's in widescreen format, which looks a lot nicer than this, incidentally. So anyway, there are a few things you've got to understand when setting up an HDTV system. First of all is that not every channel is in high definition. You can't just go out and buy a TV, plug it into your cable system, and then all of a sudden, oh boy, I'm getting high definition, because you're not. There are three main HDTV networks in Canada: CBC, CTV, and recently added into the mix, Global. Pretty much rule of thumb, if it doesn't say HD in the logo, then you're not watching a high definition channel. So, now that we've got that out of the way, you're tuned to the correct channel. You also have to have the correct receiver in order to be tuning high-definition programming. You also have to be hooked up with the correct cables. Now, there are three ways to get HD in Canada and in the United States. There is cable, there is satellite, and then there is over-the-air ATSC. Now, there is no doubt about it that over-the-air ATSC has the highest quality HD picture available. That is because there's no bandwidth restrictions, broadcasters aren't compressing their signal, and it shows. You can definitely tell the difference between a high-definition over-the-air picture and high-definition, say, cable or satellite picture. And now what over-the-air is it's just basically classic rooftop antenna type setup, except using a digital tuner instead of an analog tuner, because broadcasters are broadcasting digital signals now, and here in Victoria, anyway, you can pick up high-definition broadcasters. Both CBC and Global are going in high definition. Now what I've got is I've just got a UHF antenna set up on the top of my roof, and then I've got about 120 feet of coaxial cable running down the roof and plugged straight into the back of the TV. And then I use the TV tuner to go to channel 2.1, which is CBC HD from Vancouver. So, if you're not going to be setting up an antenna, you want to use cable or satellite services to get your high-definition programming. That's okay too. The quality is a bit lower, but certainly it's a lot better than analog TV, or even conventional digital TV. But there are a few things you've got to take into consideration. First of all, you have to have a high-definition receiver, whether you're using cable or satellite. It's going to cost you about $500 a pop. They're pretty pricey, which is mainly why I'm using over-the-air ATSC to get my high-definition programming. I don't want to spend a lot of money for an HD receiver. So let's say once you buy your ultra-expensive high-definition receiver, you're paying for your HD channels, you're on the right channel, you're still not done, because you can't set up your TV, you connect your TV to your receiver the way you would back in the analog days, because you can't, the regular coaxial cable, or even RCA, yellow, white, and red, they both display an analog picture. What you're going to want to use is component video or HDMI video cables to connect your system. Now HDMI, it allows the sending of both video and audio down the same tube, and component video is more like the classic RCA, and it has separate cables for video and for audio. Personally, I would recommend HDMI. It's the most expensive cable, but it's also the best quality. HDMI cable is going to set you back about $50 for 5 feet, which is way overpriced. And another reason that I use ATSC over the air to get my high-definition picture. Alright, so now we're going to take an in-depth look at the back of your TV, which nowadays can be rather confusing. Alright, so this is the back of my Samsung 19-inch TV. As you can see, that's a lot of connections, and it might be rather intimidating. But we're going to go through it step by step, and I'm going to explain everything. So the first thing is antenna in, you'll notice, and that's just your classic coaxial cable input. Now, this TV has both a digital and an analog tuner, so if you wanted to just watch it with your old cable signals, you could plug in your cable line and search for channels and it would tune your regular cable channels, or analog antenna channels. But it also has a digital ATSC tuner in it, so you can pick up digital over-the-air TV signals. And as you see here, all I've got is my antenna, coaxial cable, plugged straight in, and then the TV is doing all the work for me. So, right below that, you have a headphone port. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you want to listen to your TV with headphones, you just plug it in there, pop them in your ear, and there you go. You're not disturbing everybody else. Beside the headphones, it's called Audio Video In, and what this is it's your classic analog audio and video connections. You've got right and left audio, right there, and then next to it you've got your RCA video, which is just your yellow composite connection. And next to it, you have a slightly better video quality, S-Video. Many VCRs and DVD players support that. And it's still analog, but it produces a better quality image than your RCA composite video. Moving right along, we've now got 5 connections here, which is your component video and audio. Now, your audio is the same. It's red and yellow. Or, pardon me, it's red and white. And then your video is a bit more confusing. You've got 1, 2, 3 video connections on the back there. And they are red, blue, and green. And it's color-coded just like the RCA, so you want to plug green into your TV, green into your satellite box, blue into your TV, blue into your satellite box, red into your TV, red into your satellite box. And then the audio is exactly the same type of connection. Above it, we've got audio out. And that's for connecting your TV to like a surround sound system. I know some people like to do that. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool, getting speakers all around your room. That's what I've got in our living room. When watching movies and stuff, it sounds really cool. Next to that, you've got something called EX Link. To tell you the truth, I have no clue what EX Link means. I've never used it. I don't plan on using it in the near future, so yeah, I'm just going to pretend it's not there. Next door, you've got more audio inputs, and here is your HDMI connection. That supports both audio and video, so you don't need to worry about these inputs really at all unless you're using a digital monitor connection. So yeah, your HDMI cable just plugs right in and plugs into your satellite receiver, and you're good to go. Audio and video down one pipe. Next to that, we've got a USB port. No, we don't need to worry about that as consumers. That's if there's something going wrong with your TV and Samsung needs to fix it. They'll just shove their USB wire into that and plug it into their computer, and they can deal with any software problems you might be having. So that covers all your basic TV connections. Above it, I've got a VGA input, so I can use it as an external monitor if I want to. Which is actually incidentally what I do. So you take your VGA wire and you can just plug it in there, and then set up your computer using Windows or Linux or whatever to the resolution that you want and so forth. Audio in connection, that's for your computer if you want to hook up your computer's audio through your TV. That can also be done. And finally, you've got optical audio out. That's for digital sound, so if you want to hook up, again, your TV to a surround sound system, except using better quality digital sound, that's the connection you would use. Again, it just plugs into your TV, and then plugs into the input on your stereo receiver. Well, that's just some pointers on how to get your HDTV set up, and some basic operations. Don't hesitate to send me an email, give me comments. My email address is inet.co.nr@gmail.com. So yeah, email, leave comments if you need help, if you thought this video was useful, if you thought it was useless. Let us know.